Hello, welcome back. I'm the Welsh Gamer, and today we're going to do an A to Z of all Oculus Quest games on the official store. Since it's a new year and there's brand new people with an Oculus Quest out there, or Meta Quest, or whatever you want to call it, just going to go through every letter and pick my favourite game each letter. So I hope you all enjoy this. Smash that like button and let's go straight through the alphabet.
A for apple.
Let's go. So first up, we have After the Fall, which is a brilliant game. It's one of my favourites for the year. It smashes all those other co-op games. It's on all formats. You can jump in with anyone, play with anyone across anything you want. Shoot those zombies, play with your friends, collect weapons, just have an amazing time. I love this game. So that's the letter A.
Where's Jimmy gone?
B for baseball.
So I've chosen Beat Saber for the letter B. This is your old school rhythm game, which everyone loves. It's got loads of DLC packs to play. It's quite a good game to this. Anyone can play, even if you've got motion sickness, just jump in and play it. There's plenty of other rhythm games out there, but this is the OG rhythm game. And it just doesn't stop coming. So this is Beat Saber.
C for clock.
Letter C, I've gone for The Climb 2. Now this was the sequel to The Climb. They have made an amazing job. You just feel like you're just hanging off a cliff. The graphics are incredible. There's so much unlockables as well. They've got all these extra levels to play. If you're fear of heights, maybe not jump into this game, but to actually play it and enjoy it is incredible. You have to try this game.
D for donkey.
So letter D is Demio, which came out as my game of the year 2021. Tabletop RPG with dice and elves and warriors and anything you want. It's just an incredible game. Grab some friends across different formats now as well. They've got 3 maps out now. They're unlocking more maps in the year. They're also releasing a PC version in the year and a PvP version that's coming out. This is a must buy game for the Quest.
E for elephant.
Letter E, I've gone for Echo VR, which is actually totally free. It's a multiplayer sports arena flying through the air. It's loads of fun. It can be a bit motion sickness if you're not used to it, but just because it's free, there's a huge player base here. You just jump in, you'll always find someone to play with. Just flying around, throwing that disc like in Tron, and just having a whale of a time.
F for father.
So coming in at letter F is Fisherman's Tale. It's a very short but incredible puzzle game. You have to help yourself. It's hard to describe, but it's one of those experiences that you must try if you can get this game. It's always got it on sale or something like that. It's totally worth it. It's won loads of awards. Once you've played it, you will understand what I mean by the way the mind works playing the game. It's really enjoyable.
G for grandmother.
So the letter G, I've gone for Golf Plus. This was originally called Top Golf. They keep changing the name and got different partners. It was originally like a driving range with mini golf, but then they got partnered up with PGA and had a full 18-hole golf course, and now they've got 3 18-hole golf courses. It's the best golf game in VR. The way it plays is just amazing. They've totally got the way the ball swings and the wind, and you just feel like you're there. I had to put this game on this list, so check out Golf Plus.
H for hungry.
H's Hand Physics Lab. This originally came out on SideQuest as a free tester demo to test out with your hands. It was really clever. There was one of the first hand physics that you could test by picking things up and throwing things and touching buttons, and then they released a full version of the game which has got a lot more in it. There aren't many games that you can play with your hands, but this was one of the first that came out.
I for Internet.
In Death Unchained is the best bow and arrow game you can play. It's got crossbows as well. Every time you play it, it's a different game. I find it really difficult to play, mainly because I'm rubbish at it. But you literally just keep killing them and keep going forward, and then you keep unlocking more and you keep going forward again. And the movement is so clever. The company do competitions as well, and there's DLC. It's one of those games that if you like the bow and arrow mechanics in VR, then you have to buy this game.
J for Justice.
Job Simulator. It's one for the kids, but I really enjoy it. There's plenty to do here, and you can pick up anything. Got great comedy. You can do things you wouldn't even think of doing. You're in an office, you're in a garage, you're in a shop. You can literally, it's just loads of fun. And then once you completed all the game, you can just do it all again. There's plenty of unlockables. The kids would love this game. It's just a nice chilled game to just sit down and just have a laugh with.
K for Kangaroo.
Kingsbury Graffiti. I've only jumped into this quickly before, but it's what they've done with it is quite impressive. To actually have the spray cans, you can just be an artist on a wall. The way the spray drips off the wall. I'm not a very good artist, so I haven't really done a video on this game, but I have seen graffiti artists use this game, and it's pretty impressive. If that's your type of thing and you like art, then go check out Kingsbury Graffiti.
L for London.
Lies Beneath. It doesn't get enough people talking about this game as it should. It was the very first horror game that I played on, and I didn't put it down until I completed it. It can be really difficult. It's very much like Resident Evil, I guess, because of now Resident Evil's out. But before that came out, this was the only game, single player campaign horror with shotguns and pistols, and sometimes it really scares you, and it's so difficult. But it's one of those games. It's got an amazing way that the game looks. If you like a single player campaign and you like shooting things, then just jump into Lies Beneath.
M for Monkey.
Letter M is for Moss. This is always on most people's lists, mainly because it's just an amazing game. It's a platforming game. You can sit down, take your time. The way that the characters move and the way that you have to do the puzzles, and it just looks beautiful. It's one of my favourite games on the Quest, easily. The sequel is coming out on PlayStation VR, so hopefully they'll release the sequel on other formats as well when it comes out. So if you can, check out Moss.
N for Norway.
There weren't very many games for the letter N, so I picked Ninja Legends. It's just a wave shooting game with ninjas and swords. It's okay. It's quite fun if you like that type of game. Hasn't really been updated in a while, but that's your letter N.
O for Overtime.
O is for Onward. It's 4-player co-op FPS game. I haven't played this myself, but I know a lot of people really enjoy this game because of the way your team has to work together compared to other games like Pavlov and Contractors. This game is more army based with teams. So if you like the FPS genre, then you need to check out Onward.
P for Pillow.
P is for Pistol Whip. This is a must-buy game. It's got so much unlockables, so many levels. It gets you fit. It's the John Wick of VR. It's a rhythm game. It's got amazing music, amazing weapons. They've got campaigns, scenes, hand-to-hand, melee. It's got everything. You just need to buy Pistol Whip. Everyone should play this game, so go out and buy it now.
R for rabbit.
Has to be Resident Evil 4. I haven't got past the second campaign yet because it's huge. This level is massive. It's really fun. The game mechanics work really well. The way the melee combat works and the gun handling. I'd never played the original Resident Evil, so I can't compare it to anything. If you do like these type of games, then it is a must play for a single player campaign.
S for Superman.
S. There are so many games beginning with the letter S, but I have to go with Superhot. It was the game that got me into VR. It was the very first game that I put on using the HTC Vive. Just the way that it's just simple. You just shoot things and hit things, and when you move, they move, and it's just red and black, and that's it. But when you play it, you feel like you're in that world. And when you watch someone playing it from the outside, it's hilarious, because you're literally trying to stand still like a statue. You're on the floor, you're ducking behind things, you're throwing things. Even though it's a couple of years old now, it's still in my top 10 games of Oculus Quest, easily.
T for telephone.
T is for Thrill of the Fight, the best boxing simulator on the Quest. It's not much to it, but if you like the boxing games, there is plenty to do in it. I find it really difficult, even running a couple of rounds with one of the boxers, I'm out of breath. Make sure you've got plenty of space around you so you don't punch cupboards or your children or your wife, because you have to be careful of this game. Make sure you set up the Guardian properly, because you will really be punching and moving. It's so good at this game, and you can usually pick it up for a really good price.
U for underwear.
Unplugged is another game you can use with your hands. It doesn't use controllers. It's the Guitar Hero of VR. Just grab your hands and just rock out to some of the best track listing of a VR game. You need a lot of light for this, and sometimes it can be confusing how to play, but once you start playing it and getting your fingers to play the air guitar, it's just incredible. I really enjoyed my time in this.
V for vaccinate.
V stands for Vader. So the Vader Mortal series, so that's 3 different games as one storyline. It was one of the first games that got released when the original Quest came out. To hold that lightsaber in your hands in the dojos, and just to look up and Darth Vader's there, you can see the height of him. The storyline is really good. If you can pick this up, it's a must for any Star Wars fan. And once you've completed the story, you've got all of the extra dojos to play. So if you can, check out Vader Immortal.
Did you think you
W for World Wide Web.
Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is probably the longest campaign of any game on the Quest, I think. I still haven't completed it because I lost my save, and it just takes too long to just play the game. But the way you can kill the zombies and craft weapons, and the physics in it is just incredible. There's a DLC out for it now as well. Probably on the top list of games for the Quest, for the single player game, easily. It can take a while to get used to for crafting, but once you've got that sus, then it's just grabbing as much as you can, killing as much as you can, and enjoying the storyline that goes along with it.
Lock it down before the tourist gets there.
Y for yogurt.
Y is for yucky, or whatever you want to call it. This is a fun, crazy bullet hell game. Your controller is controlling this little character, and you're just totally shooting everything. It's just nuts. There's plenty to unlock. There's plenty to do. The more you go into the game, the more you unlock. Once you die, you start again, but you start off with better weapons, so every time you play it is completely different. So it's just a never-ending, infinite game. It's loads of fun.
Z for zebra.
And the end of the alphabet, we have Z for Zombieland Headshot Fever. This has great voice acting. It's got great graphics. It's got great gun mechanics. It's just a really fun rail shooter. You can just jump in, have a laugh with. Plenty unlockables. They're always releasing new levels. So just jump in and have a laugh with Zombieland. So there you go. That was the alphabet of Oculus Quest games. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you a wide range of games you could see that's available. All the information is in the description below. So smash that like button, press subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.